How was your guys' weeks?
It was good.
Honestly, shitty.
I'm sorry.
Actually, it's been good at home. Just
Okay.
shitty at work.
It's been great and shitty.
I guess it's been shitty.
Well, moving around.
Morgan has decided that it was shitty.
Adam's shitty attitude ruined everything.
This dumbass. It's ruining all my days.
No.
What?
Sorry, I'm reading everything.
What do you mean you're reading everything?
She's reading the messages he sent.
Oh.
So
What-
she's reading
what
what
part?
happened last time because she doesn't remember.
I got a little drunk.
You don't
I apologize.
Also, where it says, like, you guys told them this, 80% of that was you.
Yeah.
I am sorry.
You're like a Colin right now.
There was one point.
Or like an Ian burned down
I
the
sent you a
house.
message as you left. I was like, I'm really sorry. I didn't realize how drunk I got until it like hit me. I do apologize.
There was one point where
I'm
the
really
journalist
sorry.
ran into the apartment and you were like, hey, cut us some slack. There's been a murder.
Oh my god. When you guys left, I went downstairs and cried because I thought you guys hated me. Ask Adam. My eyes were swollen the next day. I was just down there like, they hate me. And he was like, you did mess up.
Look, listen.
I'm not saying they do.
I can't stand by you here, Mark.
So I kind of wish I had that recorded because how funny is that? And you were being mean. He was just like,
No.
he was like, I'll just explain what happened. And then he explained it and I was like, they definitely hate me. Oh, God. It's so funny. Also, I am sorry.
It's fine. Who's a good puppy? I cried too. Oh my god. I hate her so much. Because of how bad the game is.
Moss Morraine does have a drinking problem.
I do. I was
We
just
can
trying
just-
to character.
We can just make it canon that you were drunk the whole
You've
time.
been drinking.
You had been drinking.
That's fair.
Okay, let's start with the recap. What happened last time?
Read it, Morgan.
Yeah.
Well, read all of what happened last
Do you
time.
want me to read what you sent?
No. Also include what happened before that. Remember stuff happened before that?
Before the...
Yes, of course. Excuse me.
So I did take notes, by the way, but my drunk handwriting is horrible.
I got notes.
Box of Hot Pockets came. Adam pretend fooled. Studying for several hours. Owen Beaker has stew vial. Me and Adam go something apartment. To me once in on something.
Yeah, this isn't productive.
Okay, how about I read my
Yeah,
notes?
I think yours is best.
We had to the state office. We gathered up a copy of the 2001 files. That had information on the people that were at Cornucopia House and all of that. We still need to follow up with the State Department to find the kids and where they ended up. We also got note that one kid was questioned and was identified by fingerprints and was questioned by the FBI. We've put in a request with Pizzarelli to find that case file. We head out towards the apartment of Carrie Houghton with State Trooper Randall T. They go get coffee. Morgan and the State Trooper. On the way there, we looked at the video files that were on a flash drive of the incident at the apartment. Very creepy abduction, essentially. It looked like it was supernaturally planned, where everything happened step by step by step. Very, very spooky. Let's see, what else we get? County cops called. They found fingerprints of an Ellie Gable.
On the murder weapon.
On the murder weapon. Who has bounced around so far through a few foster homes, but not a lot of information. At the apartment, looks like a really bad hoarding scene, as if she had dementia. The cat hanged itself purposefully. We all failed. Oh, I failed sanity and feel like the prey was taken / lost out on a good hunt. Find some diaries documenting her nightmares of cornucopia, her loss of memory. Eventually begins to write the same thing day after day, and then eventually settles into writing the same report that she did for the State Department day after day after day. Neighbor across the way did not seem to know anything, but gave him our number and the state police's number anyway. Decided to head back to the motel to watch videos and try to get some more info out of them. Assailants came from different directions, but nothing really puts them in sort of precise time. It's just more info that made it spooky. Vasquez calls. One of the students talked to a reporter, and a stew vial went missing. The student's name, Owen Becker. She gave us the address, said she'd meet us there. We call Pizzarelli. He tells us to do anything to hide the supernatural at the scene. We race off to beat Vasquez there. We get there, hear a struggle. Morgan and Adam both go in. The scent from within becomes familiar and pungent. We also see the reporter coming in. Me and Toby prepare to stop the reporter. He has a seizure. They fight off a stringy, dark, rope, shadowy thing. The reporter shows up. I try to grab her and fail. Toby has a seizure. I help him. The reporter goes in, takes a picture.
Should have probably just killed her.
I mean, but Vasquez has also showed up now, so...
Kill them both?
Kill them all. Just murder everyone. Make them all disappear. Yeah, sticky situation. The reporter saw some of the scene, but did not see the corpse / body of the thing. Took a picture of Adam's character during the scene.
I took her phone.
You took her phone though, and we had Vasquez. Well, we put her in cuffs, and then we told Vasquez to just put her in the squad car, get her out of the area essentially, and I think that's where we left off.
Sure. So a couple extra things. Gunshots did go off.
Yep.
You guys are in an apartment complex. The stairs are outdoors.
Like a motel setup.
So it's like wooden steps outside, going back and forth, and then you go into the
like
door
in
to your
between.
apartment. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
2 doors on each side, on
Yes.
each floor, stairs on going all the way up.
Yeah,
Okay.
wooden steps. So you
I know what you're talking
You
about.
can see the parking lot. You have a clear view of the parking lot.
But there's also another side of the parking lot, like on the other side. Like, does it go out the back as well?
No,
Okay. So there's
just one.
Okay.
So gunshots did go off. Olivia Toomey did hear the gunshots. It would cause her to hurry up. You stabbed the green ropey thing and got some black and green goo on you. Something else happened with Morgan, but if she doesn't remember it, that's okay.
I'm fully treating Moss Morraine like she was drunk.
It wasn't with... you guys weren't there at the time. It was just her. You told Vasquez to go put her in the squad car, and Vasquez did take her to do that. Currently, Toby is still having a seizure.
Yes.
God, Jesus
Toby
Christ.
wants in on...
Right now, it's like 3 a.m., so multiple gunshots went off. You guys are in an apartment complex. Using what you know about police, someone probably called the cops, the regular cops.
I don't know. There was gunshots at
Okay.
Cold Storage all the time, and no one ever called the cops.
How big of an apartment complex is this? Like, there's
It's not very big.
Suburban 60
8 apartments?
No, there's more than that.
Okay.
24.
There's probably
7.
like 5 buildings of 16 apartments.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a big complex.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
suburban size ones. Yeah.
All right. Somebody go tell Vasquez to get that fucking reporter out of here.
So yeah, he's seizing.
I'll
I
go.
know. I mean, like,
If he's
away
seizing,
from
I'm
here.
gonna go to him immediately because I have some medical knowledge. I
So
can at least
you have some moments. She's taking Vasquez. Vasquez is taking her down to the squad car. If you want to try to think about what you're gonna do and talk about the plan.
Yeah.
I
tried to stabilize him already.
Okay.
And
We
he's still
probably
seizing.
need to arrange the apartment in a way.
I want to get that body out of here ASAP.
Yeah.
I want to get that in a car, in a trunk of a car, and get that car out of here.
Yeah, we do have to get that out of here for sure because we were told to cover up supernatural stuff. But how do we clean you up? Vasquez has already seen you.
Vasquez has seen me. I think we just deny, destroy the phone, lie about what she's, like, deny what she's gonna say that you said about, like, there was a killing here. And just, as quickly as we can, basically, like, make this look, I guess, like a breaking and entering until...
I'm gonna run inside while we're talking about this. Do we want to drag Toby into the apartment?
Yeah, drag
he's
Toby
not
in.
Seizing in outside. I just want to look at the scene where the goopy thing is. Is there plenty of goop on the ground, like on the carpet?
So you go back into the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
You get there and you see it's kind of like a puddle now. Almost, it seems to be dissolving.
Okay.
No.
So the thing
There's
is,
this black, just big stain on the carpet.
you guys heard a struggle. You went in with your weapons. It was dark. You didn't have flashlights. You slipped on the goo. You fell face forward into it. Your gun went off.
We're government investigators. We don't really handle weapons often. We got scared. Gun went off.
Gun went off when you fell.
Yeah,
You
slipped,
misspoke.
gun
She
went
misheard us. Also, destroy her phone. I am going to destroy her phone.
The other thing to remember about Olivia Toomey is she is a big-time reporter at the Baltimore Sun. She is not just an independent person. She has the
What is
biggest
her?
newspaper in
Would
town.
I be aware of her reputation?
Probably not, as you're not from Baltimore. You could probably Google her real quick. You have a phone.
Yeah, real quick. Just Google, like, if she's, like,
Yeah,
I feel
been
like still
litigious,
you-
like, had a bad relationship with law enforcement,
she
things like that.
she does have a bad relationship with law enforcement.
I mean, she's literally breaking laws. She keeps showing up at crime scenes. And
Has she had, like, yeah, she had a history of that, of, like, going outside of the law, or, like, maybe some dishonesty or anything?
Not really dishonesty,
But breaking the law, maybe, to get to a story.
nothing breaking the law. But she definitely doesn't seem to just repeat what the police tell her to.
Right.
She seems to try to investigate police shootings a lot and find out what
We gotta shut her down.
We gotta kill her.
We gotta kill her.
We gotta turn her over to the Trumpers.
Go, come on.
These are the worst people. They're the
We
worst
can't have them.
ones.
There's no peace with these people.
No, but I mean, even if we give her phone back, she has a picture of you looking frazzled with the goop on you, and that's it. She doesn't have a picture of anything
What
else.
are we saying about the goop? I guess if we have a story about the goop, we don't even.
Well, the issue with the goop is we can't like burn down the apartment complex to get rid of it. So
I don't. That's what I'm saying. Is like we need to say what the goop is.
We don't know. We just walked in on it. So they're going to look into it no matter what, unless we have an immediate like, oh, that's just squid ink or something.
Is there any liquid type substances in the apartment we could pour on top of it?
Splash some bleach on it.
Bleach might not be good because it might look like we're covering something up. But different oils, olive oil, even like I know
That's
this.
just comes back to pouring olive oil on the floor. Yes.
Just
try everything.
I do like the idea of diluting the goop with something else so that even
Yeah.
if they do run reports and stuff on it, it comes up
Well,
with
and then
mixed
it could look
stuff.
more like a break and enter. Like if we just kind of destroy the apartment a little, so like things are thrown around, just some kids coming in messing it up.
I go under the
that.
sink. Is there what's under the sink?
Regular household supplies.
I just grab like fucking Windex, I don't know, fucking anything.
Well, even
I don't know if we want to use cleaning supplies.
Well, what do we want to dump on it? Like
don't think
marinara sauce?
I think it'll be fine if we don't dilute, because the cops are going to look into the substance, whatever. But we don't know anything. They don't know anything. I guess we do know who.
But
and
we
what
know
it
this
is.
is this like the same viscous liquid that I saw before in the vials?
It's different. It looks like the kind of remains of that Yelena woman from long ago.
Is the window in the? Is there a window in the bedroom?
Yes.
Is it broken already?
No.
Okay, I walk over.
I'm like, do we want to set up breaking? Because, like, again, they don't know where he went, and they just see a puddle of mush. They know nothing about the supernatural. Where are they gonna? What's their excuse?
One problem,
with
this plan so far that you guys would think of probably is just there were like 3 shots that were fired.
That's what I'm saying.
So like we can't just be like, whoops, I shot 3 times at nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I was gonna say is like break the window. Say we walked in on something. We don't know what this is on the floor. I fired at someone. They ran out that window, and we don't know where they went.
Well, we are on the second floor.
Do we want to say
So
that
they jumped into the bushes?
That's believable enough. That's fine. The second floor. That's not crazy.
What's outside the window?
Outside, you see the trees and stuff.
So yeah, you
Okay,
could
so
jump
it's
into a
possibly,
tree.
yeah.
So maybe we should call the police as well. Like call this in.
I mean, we have Vasquez there, so we
well,
can
that's what
just
I'm saying. It's
her
like
and she
tell
radios.
Vasquez to call.
Yeah.
Well, basically just give the story to Vasquez.
I like that.
I'm going to start a quick countdown
Okay.
for when Vasquez returns. But you guys can keep talking.
Yeah, I don't think we have to explain away the goop.
Okay. So we
Because
don't.
they won't come up with an answer.
So yeah, that's true. We don't know what the goop is. Someone was in this building. It looked like I thought they had a firearm.
that we thought raised towards
So
us?
I fired at him. He went out the window.
It was dark.
And I run over quickly, break the
Slut.
window.
Okay.
Maybe a fire starts.
I don't want to burn it down because then Elizabeth Toomey would be like, I was there and then they burned it to the ground.
Yeah.
Or just a fire start.
I mean, a fire can start in like half an hour, you know?
I put a candle next to Toby while he's seizing.
Maybe she's the one that started the fire.
Do you want to do anything with Toby? As far as like
Put
involve
a
him,
credit card in his mouth.
involve him in the story at all?
I mean, I think...
Toby went into... It seems like when the gunshots went off, Toby went into shock and started seizing, and that's why we weren't able to pursue.
Yes. I like
Okay.
that. We turned to try to help him
Mhm.
and let the perpetrator get away.
Yeah.
White male, dark clothing.
Yeah.
Maybe white. We don't even
Where?
know.
Yeah,
what
we
is
don't
this?
know.
We didn't
Baltimore?
have it was dark. We didn't have flashlights.
Okay.
You know, I like this. That's
and
a
then
good-
and then if somehow like Olivia Toomey like pushes and pushes and pushes about me saying the murder thing, I'll just deny that either way. But like then we can be like, well, there was goop on the ground, like we thought maybe there was murder, like maybe there was blood, and we don't.
until we saw it in the light,
Yeah.
and it's this weird substance, this oil or something.
And I want to basically what they get like get this cleaned up, whatever this goop is. I just treat it like trash, not like evidence.
Yeah.
Get this goop out of here. We're trying to investigate a crime.
Yeah, and I guess I think it was, window's already broken. The body, quote unquote, is gone. It's now a pile of goop. Slosh the goop around a little bit, I guess. Make it look like you fell in it.
Splish splash. I was firing, slipped in the goop.
At the gas
Well, yeah,
station.
you fired at the perpetrator, went after, slipped, fell into
Not
it.
important right now.
Yeah. And then that's when the last shot went off, is when you fell in the goop. And then during the shots, I come in after Olivia and be like,
And I
Toby
real
is
quick,
down.
I pick up any bullets that are in the goop.
Okay.
So I pick those up and I like fucking put them in my pocket.
Sure.
Oh, that's fair. If there were bullets in it.
Because if I fired off, they would be not sitting in the goop.
Sure. Yeah, you bend down to pick up the bullets. As you do, there's something moving under the bed, something small, and then it like flops out at you. Make a dodge roll.
Jesus.
Is it cat?
That's a 7. That's an extreme.
Yeah, you dodge out of the way, and it's this bat. It's this rabid bat that just jumped out at you.
What the
fuck? And you see this bat like rolling around, and then it like keeps rolling, and then it like breaks its spine and kills itself.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I just pick it up and throw it out the window.
As you do that, Vasquez comes into the room. What's going on?
I mean, you could just leave the bat there.
I don't want to explain
throw
it.
it
I
out
don't
the
want to
window.
explain it.
Yeah. What's going on, guys?
Okay.
Oh my god.
It's been a... Jesus Christ. We need your assistance on something.
I gotta make a call.
Yeah.
No, I meant he had a seizure.
She saw him already having a seizure. Yeah, I called in paramedics.
You called
So
paramedics.
Thank you.
Okay,
They already got some calls of shots going off.
I came into the apartment. There was an assailant. I think he had a firearm. It was dark. I fired at him. I slipped in whatever this puddle is.
What is that?
We don't know. Well, it's a puddle. There's a man that was here with a firearm. He went out that window, and he is on the loose. We actually need you to call in an APB on this.
Okay.
It could be the Owen Beckery.
They're on the way. What? So why you went into his apartment? What did you hear?
We heard a man. The door was open when we arrived, and there was movement inside the apartment. So we went inside, calling out to him, found the man with the firearm, went out the window, shots went off. Understood?
Is this Owen Becker? Where's Owen?
We don't know. We
didn't get a
was
good
dark.
look at his face.
You
It was
didn't
dark.
see it at all.
No.
Okay. She said that someone was dead in here. Olivia Toomey Aspie.
She started
say
saying
shit to her.
she
to fuck
started
her.
she started saying that. I
think
don't
she
know.
was trying to get us to say
She heard the
something.
fire.
You also took her phone.
I did take her phone because we were arresting her. You can give it back to her. She did take a picture of me, but I didn't delete it. I took it out of her hands because we were arresting
She's
her
honestly,
because
she
she
keeps
was...
putting herself into situation. I think her being here is illegal. Pushing herself into these scenes, following law enforcement as they're
I'm fine with
investigating.
letting her go to make peace with them, but like give her phone back. But she's not allowed to just walk onto an active crime scene.
She'd probably say she didn't know she was.
She was told several times.
Okay, then yeah, we could try to arrest her. Try to hold her for a while.
I mean,
it's been a very active scene.
I think
it was developing
the
while
Silence
she
wouldn't
came
like
here.
that.
I think arresting a journalist is a bad idea at this time.
I tried to stop her when she was going into a possibly dangerous and violent situation, and she ignored my warnings.
Okay, your friend, does he have a history of this?
He's not spoken about it often, but he's had some troubles in the past. Health problems. His wife would probably know more.
We haven't worked together too long.
Can I examine him? Like, can I do anything to help him?
He's having a seizure.
I put a credit card in his mouth.
He's still going.
He's still going.
I mean, if he's still going, he's dead.
Monopolizing all the time.
He's dead.
He's dead.
I mean, yeah, if you've been sleeping for like that long.
Campbell.
Okay, I want to roll to like help him. I rolled an 8.
Toby, back with you.
Yep. Having a seizure.
You got your question ready?
I could have sworn I sent it, but
You did. If that's the one you want, I can do that. You just tell me if it is the one you want.
The one I just liked.
Okay.
Is that the one you're thinking of?
Let me go back. I was thinking the last one.
What is the last one? Oh. Okay. This one?
Which one? No, not that one.
Come on.
You can choose that one if you want that.
Yeah, that's fine. Or like if that one's better. You said it had to be more concise.
No, either one. That one or the last one you sent before. Either one will work.
This one.
Okay. So, you feel yourself going through space. You feel yourself dissolving into different atoms
Man, this feels great. Well, does it feel good? I don't know. That sounds like it could be good and it could be bad.
It feels awesome.
Alright, I feel great.
You
I'm
dream.
Adams now.
You dream of a universe made of a single organism dying and racing to escape. You see dark matter between the circuits that make up the circulatory system of God. You feel the hunger of a cosmic vastness. A chain around the neck that has choked them for eons. The experience is agonizing. You've lost 1d8 hit sanity from this, and half as much HP. But through all of this, as you're flying through the universe, you hear...
I forget, I didn't take that last time, right?
What?
I didn't do the 1d8 last time, did
It's fine.
Okay.
No, 1d8. You did not do it last time. No.
I? Okay.
What'd you get? 8. Yeah, you lose.
Oh, no.
You lose 8. You lose 8 sanity and 4 HP.
You got a pencil. Give me that.
And you think your question. You become your question. And you hear the words "God's teeth."
Okay.
And then you wake up. And standing over you is the drunk Agent Morraine Moss.
Alcoholism.
All you smell is Malibu rum.
I'm drinking water tonight.
Now you are. It's the same night.
So yeah, you hear God's teeth in response.
Okay. What happened?
You're in a apartment. Standing over you is your friends, your best friends in the whole wide world. So
right.
you always have a great time with. And Sergeant Vasquez.
Hey, buddy. Hey, Matt. Just
How are
take
you
your
doing?
time. Or sorry, John.
I think I'm okay. I don't know.
Take your time.
This
Just-
Matthew.
This is happy. I mean, do I feel okay? Can I get up? Or is it?
You feel a bit dizzy.
I don't know if you remember anything, but it's probably best that you just say you don't remember anything.
I mean,
Okay.
he doesn't. He had a seizure.
Well, I mean, he could have been
You
semi-conscious.
give him a wink.
Yeah. You're it.
Did
Good.
somebody?
you wink at Vasquez even.
Every cop that walks in, I'm like,
Did somebody do something to me? All I remember is that reporter walking
Nothing.
up to me, and then I had a seizure. Did she maybe
you-
throw something at me?
she
Anthraxed
gave
me?
She touched your hand, and it was laced with
Fentanyl.
and you just started seizing. It just went straight in your bloodstream.
Maybe she did.
I was too focused. I heard gunshots. My back was turned. And she could have done something.
Somebody go ask her if she has fentanyl on her.
I just wait. I mean,
Somebody
something
go
clearly
plant
happened.
fentanyl on her.
I feel like maybe she
You all
did something
hear
to me.
sirens approaching.
Okay.
Matt, it's all on you. I heard gunshots. My back was turned. And then when I turned around, you were already on the ground and she was trying to run past me.
It's like 3 a.m. also, so everyone lose a d6 willpower.
Really?
Oh shit, that sucks.
2.
So, he's sitting up a little bit. You can hear the sirens are here now. Police are here. The ambulance is here. Vasquez says, don't worry, the ambulance is here. I'll get you on that.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
I need
Do you
a.
want to go to the hospital?
You should probably get checked out there, Matt. At least by the
paramedics.
paramedics. See what the paramedics have to say.
I mean, out of character here, we did get like pretty full fake IDs, right?
They were okay fake IDs.
So I wouldn't want to go to the
They're
hospital.
probably not.
Okay. I'm fine. This you know,
This happens all the time, right?
it has happened before.
You lapsed on your
yes.
medication, right?
It's been a long day.
You relapsed again?
No, I'm just saying, like, you missed your
Okay.
medication this morning.
I don't know, but all I know is I'm fine now. I'm a little dizzy. Might need some help out to the car, but
you hear the people coming up the steps.
I'll go out and see them.
Here, Matt. Yeah, I'll take you down and just go talk to the paramedics real quick.
Okay. Well, coming up the steps, you guys, both of you get out of the apartment and head that way.
Probably start walking down to the parking lot.
Yeah, you meet the paramedics halfway up on the steps, and you can tell them whatever you want to tell them.
I think I'm fine, guys. Thank you for showing up. I've actually been prone to seizures before, so it's all good.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah.
Maybe we should.
Is there anyone else hurt?
It's no. It was just me.
Well, we can run some quick tests on you, check your blood pressure and everything.
I don't think that would hurt, right, Matt?
Yeah, if you just want to
just
check.
Put everybody at ease.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So, and then cops went up, slipped up past you guys. Morgan and Adam are still up there with Vasquez, and the cops show up.
Yeah.
And they're state troopers, so they'll listen to Vasquez or whatever she says.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Vasquez says, okay, so there was an assailant, right?
Yes. There was an assailant. I believe he had a firearm. He escaped out that window after I fired at him several times. I may have hit him. I may have not.
I don't see any indication of blood in the apartment, though.
Again, we don't know what this mess is in here.
Do you think you hit him at all?
I may have. Again, I fired at him. I don't know where I hit. I may have hit the glass before he went through it, and that's why he was able to get it through it so quickly. Again, it was dark, and I'm not prone to this, if that makes sense. I haven't done this a whole lot.
No sign of the student.
Okay. And so she directs the state troopers to start cataloging everything at the crime scene, and to try to send them out into the woods to try to see if they can find any trail of anyone. And then she walks out of the apartment with you guys, and she asks, okay, so with Olivia Toomey, do you want me to take her into the station for a bit? Sweat her out for a little bit? Take her off of the...
Is it worth it for us to have an enemy of the sun in this? I don't know how big this newspaper is. I'm not from Baltimore.
Is there
it's the biggest newspaper.
I would say let's not arrest a journalist tonight. Is there any way we could maybe send something over, mess with her maybe professionally?
What?
That's not what I meant. Send something to the Boston Sun saying hey, you can't have your journalists.
The Baltimore Sun, they are aware that she
is
pushy.
Okay.
Are you guys down by the parking lot at this point?
They're walking down. No.
Okay.
Maybe something to her boss saying that she's been coming onto active crime scenes and we've been kind in letting her go.
We could have the state police send a professional courtesy to, hey, your reporter
we believe in the right of journalism.
Is potentially interfering with a crime scene.
Before
she was literally found on a crime scene.
I want to step away real quick, if that's okay, whenever there's a break in conversation.
So, okay, you get down to the bottom of the stairs. You're there, too.
Yeah, I was going to step in and be like, so about this reporter.
Yeah, and you can step away now if you want.
I'm going to call Pizzarelli one more time.
Okay, so you step away. What do you say to Pizzarelli? It's 3:30 a.m. He picks up first ring.
Sorry to bother you so early.
It's alright.
Situation went down at that kid's apartment.
What happened?
I entered the apartment and there was a thing in there.
Mm-hmm.
I fired at it and killed it. It dissolved into a puddle. Toby, what's your character's name? I'm sorry.
Matt Davis is my cover name.
Frank Campbell's.
Yeah, I don't know.
Agent Davis cover is started seizing. that a reporter, Elizabeth Toomey, while we were dealing with the cleanup, stormed her way into the apartment. We did, on the scene, arrest her. I am in possession of her phone. She took a picture of me. How would you like us to proceed? Should I destroy the phone? Should we arrest her? How would you like us to move forward with this?
You said Toomey was a reporter?
Yes, with the Boston
Okay.
Globe.
Yeah, she's at the Baltimore Sun.
Baltimore Sun, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I know who she is. So what does she know for sure, and what does she suspect?
What she suspects is that there was a killing here.
We'll start with what she knows for sure.
What she knows is that we were in this person's apartment. We believe that she was in contact with one. We believe she was in contact with one of the students.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. And that
covered in.
And that I was covered in some sort of strange fluid.
That's it.
So that is it.
Does she mention the fluid at all?
She did not.
Okay. And nothing else was said to her?
Morraine said that there was a killing, but again, there's no body. There's no body, and I believe we can just say that either Morraine misspoke, or that Miss Toomey misheard.
She's a raging alcoholic.
Because again, there is no body.
Okay.
There's no blood even that is identifiable.
So you lay out to Pizzarelli what the plan is. Like, there was like an assailant was in there.
I tell him what our
broken.
Cover was. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe you could say that Morraine misspoke and took. I don't know. Maybe she even thought you got the guy or something.
Yeah. Tensions were high. She said maybe misspoke and just said.
Or maybe the assailant killed whoever was in the apartment, Owen Becker or whatever.
Yeah. We were frazzled.
Okay.
Things happened.
Things were actively going on, and
Yeah.
she was trying to make her way in, push her way in.
Okay, so that's what she knows. She knows that gunshots went off, you were in the apartment, you took her phone, and you had goop all over you.
Yes.
Do we know what the grad student might have told her?
Not for certain, but I'm assuming it was just I have a sample from the site.
Might be good to talk to her and see if you can figure out what she thinks she was coming there for.
Maybe bring her to the station so we can interrogate her.
Not even the station, really.
Just maybe back of the squad car.
Honestly,
sort of
back of the squad car. But just see what she knows about this kid and whether she is thinking about what we're worried she's thinking about with the test tube and with the goop on you.
Okay.
Because if she's not thinking about that, if that's not where her head is, that's great.
Yeah. If she thinks we're corrupt in some non-supernatural way, that's fine.
Well, not even really
not
corrupt.
preferable, but
Not even really corrupt even. It's just as long as she doesn't see anything weird. Because your cover story is pretty good. You went in after someone. Door was already busted when you got there. There's no cameras, right?
We haven't really looked, so I wouldn't. We'll double check, but
Okay. Maybe do that quickly before the regular police see it. Because they'll probably check it almost immediately.
While we were breaking windows and talking, I feel like we would have looked around a little bit in the apartment. Could I roll to see if we notice anything?
I mean,
It'd be in the stairwell.
The camera would be?
if the apartment had cameras, yeah.
yeah, but we weren't really looking in the stairwell. Well, we'll check real quick. So we'll get back to things. But I
Okay.
think
I would talk to Toomey, find out what she is thinking is the problem.
Copy.
And if you can, you can do a limited hangout of some things. Maybe even give her some truth about what supposedly happened there, in exchange for playing cool, playing nice, maybe even. Honestly, it might not be bad. Promise her give more information later.
Copy.
If you're the right person to deliver that message, it could be that there's someone better suited to deliver.
She doesn't like me.
Yeah,
as much.
so there might be someone else that maybe someone who she could buy as like
a friendly face.
a friendly face.
Well, I try to have her arrested.
It's one of these two.
Seizure boy.
Seizure boy. Seizure boy.
Anyway,
Understood. I'll let you get back to sleep.
all right, get some sleep. Hands up.
I quickly run over to the stairwell.
Back where everyone else was talking. What do you say, Tim?
Yeah, I wanted to talk to Vasquez and
Yeah.
about Toomey and just be like, so about this reporter, like, is there anything we can do as far as, I don't know, giving her the cold shoulder,
I mean,
giving
we
her
could
a fair
arrest her.
warning?
We could definitely arrest her. We talked about this. We could send something to the Baltimore Sun as a friendly reminder to not interfere with crime scenes.
I mean, and
We
this-
could also arrest her if that's what you want. There's a lot of people at the station that would love to see her in a jail cell.
I feel like this should be the last straw as far as
I agree.
the next time you get seen anywhere, you're going to the slammer, and that should be made publicly available.
Well, the problem
where-
is she can be wherever she wants to be. There's nothing
She
wrong with
was-
her being here, right?
She passed the crossing line at the Cornucopia House. She was past the police
Did she?
tape line.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So this is not the first time she's interfered.
She was hiding behind a tree. She was trying to listen to phone conversations and gather evidence.
Well
We're
past
taking
the
another
media
swig
line.
of your alcohol.
I have one of those bras that fill with like booze. Have you seen those?
Oh
They
yeah,
have
the wine
straws.
bras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold
There's
on.
a little straw.
Wouldn't
My
that like
boobs
make
get
it
smaller.
warm? Wouldn't that
Yes.
like make it warm?
It's
Yeah.
sake.
It's a hydration pack.
You come
It's
back,
grape
maybe
juice.
pull me aside, and I can go check for cameras or something.
Yeah, I pull Moss Morraine aside. Hey,
Morraine Moss.
Yeah.
or, sorry. If you could head into the stairwell and check out to see if there were any cameras that would have caught anything we did, and then act accordingly.
Sure.
She shoots him.
That's how you get rid of them in the video games.
I
And
thought I
then,
saw someone.
I walk up to Vasquez and Tim. Got a little bit of a direction from up top.
And she knows Pizzarelli is your boss.
Yeah. I think it would be wise to play softball with the reporter. I think even she doesn't like us, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Getting-
well.
Firm but kind. I don't want to say too much in front of Vasquez.
She's listening attentively.
It's Cam.
But
Camel's basket.
She's on your leg. She's wearing a collar and nothing else. Licking her chops.
It's a full harness for the gun, of course.
but we can discuss a little more strategy here in a sec. Vasquez, has there been any? I know we just called it in, but has anybody seen anything yet?
Not that I know of yet. They're still just getting started.
Okay.
That's
Do you want to step aside with me and we can kind of discuss how to?
Yeah, let's
handle
go
the
around
lawyer-
back
the
and
journalist?
see what's underneath that window. Maybe we can find something to
Vasquez.
help out.
Thank you for everything. This has been.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try to see if I can find anyone.
I'm gonna check the stairwell
If you need
first.
to talk to her, to me, she gives you her squad car keys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
But make sure to give them back before you leave.
Understood.
Or leave them with one of the officers and they'll get back to it.
Copy. So when she leaves, I kind of pull you aside. Pizzarelli thinks it may be a good idea to even feed her a false story so that even with the promise of if she behaves at a distance, to feed her some information, the information we want her to have. She's not going to accept that from me or Morraine, but
I can try to talk to her.
yeah, I figure playing this diplomatically is the best way to move forward, and I hand you her phone.
Or Frank Campbell.
Yeah, either one of you. I didn't
Am
know
I-
if you were still getting your blood pressure checked.
Yeah, the paramedics finished with you. You're top notch.
This is the
Yeah.
healthiest.
Healthy.
You get back a D4 of health.
A healthy boy.
Gave you the good stuff.
Fuck yeah. Whatever. I'm back.
Back
nice.
to normal. You're back.
Yeah.
Back on top.
You jump off.
It's like I was never extremely injured by
Yeah.
seizure.
Yeah, you meet up with the rest of your friends, your buddies, right before Tim is about to leave.
Got a clean bill of health, guys. It's all good.
You don't look so good.
What happened? By the way.
Well, Phil.
No. You gotta say it.
All in
Okay, let's go.
Or make a luck roll for the cameras.
Do we have luck?
It's 50-50.
It's just 50, yeah.
Okay. Nope. It's a 62.
You look at the stairwell and you do see a camera.
So what would it have caught?
Where is
You
it?
kick him in the door.
Shit.
I mean, yeah.
How many people are around?
There's a lot of cops.
I mean, the
You
cop.
gotta go potty, baby.
Probably she does.
I'll let her out.
That's the second.
You might want to check the gate because Precious has been wanting to come by.
Yeah, it's closed. Yeah.
Well, just that she's not up there.
Actually,
That one might have been on recording even.
Toot 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 toot. I wish she'd just get along with Precious, because I'd keep Precious. I'd just take her from my neighbor.
Do that?
She sleeps on the street all night long. He leaves her outside, and she's just sleeping on the pavement out there.
Okay.
Well, what do you guys?
It's a city dog.
What do you guys think of this title, God's Teeth? What do you think about that?
God's Teeth being the title?
Yeah.
I mean, could be a lot of things.
Good point.
I got nothing, you know.
All right, that's fine.
God's teeth could be interpreted as animals in general. They're his creation.
Hey, Morgan, you ever read that book?
You know?
There's nothing important there.
No. Honestly, I mean, I know where it can come into play, I think. But so far, I haven't really noticed anything. Other than, what happened with the boy and his friend. Like, that whole relationship and friendship and stuff, sort of.
What do you think God's Teeth means, Morgan?
I think it's God's teeth.
What do you think, Toby?
And it depends on what your question was. You would know more than us, I think.
Oh, wait till Adam gets back.
Okay.
To answer.
I will tell you.
Very good.
Gotcha.
Did she coot?
Good job, Camel.
Ooh, I forgot we had cookies.
Wow.
You should have.
Now watch
There's
out.
probably some beer too, Morgan. Like some beer.
probably fine with beer, just not those fucking margaritas.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I got so sick.
Okay, Adam, what do you think God's Teeth is? None of them even tried to give an answer.
I mean, I don't know, you know.
It seems like we're being driven. It's I don't know. It seems like I was thinking a little bit about what Toby saw, and how he felt. It didn't say he felt like a hunger almost.
Yeah, we've all felt that at some point or
And
another.
that's-
The hunting.
Yeah, it's something about being connected to maybe little metagaming, Azeroth, the god, like the blind idiot god, like something about that like drives you to this or something, feeling that intense, infinite, gnawing hunger. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's God's teeth, maybe.
that's fair.
I don't know.
Hey, Matt. You're a healthy boy.
I
What'd you
am.
see during your seizure?
Yeah.
Has any? Oh, sorry.
I felt like I was being just broken down into atoms, and I'm still not entirely clear what was going on, but I asked a question. I asked specifically.
You had a thought in your mind. That's what it was.
I had a thought in my mind that I should ask a question.
Well, you just had a thought in your mind. You didn't have enough control over yourself to actually formally ask, even though
I
that's
see.
in gameplay what happened.
I thought of, all these crimes and happenings that we've been dealing with these past however many years. I just wanted to know how could I stop them? How could how could I stop them? Or who was causing them? And I received an answer from some unknown source, just kind of from the universe. It said God's teeth. I don't know what that means.
On the question of how to stop them.
How to stop them is God's teeth. Okay.
I've never heard of it either. I pop out my digital cell phone and I Google search God's teeth.
Doesn't come up with anything.
Nothing at all?
0 results.
Wow.
Jesus smiles at you.
While they're doing that, has anyone
Find a YouTube channel.
has anyone from the office come in? Because a lot of times in apartment buildings, someone from the office lives in the apartment building.
You haven't seen where the office is. You don't know where anything is right now.
I'd try to locate the office.
Yeah, you probably want to do that.
So I'd like to try to go to the office if I can.
Alright, when you take care of that, I'm gonna go talk to this bitch. I mean, esteemed journalist.
Pulitzer Prize winner.
He just antagonizes her. Gets nothing accomplished.
We're like, you're the good guy.
He comes back, ooh, that felt good. Alright, what are we going to do with her?
She is pissed.
I got her nice and angry.
I broke her phone in front of her.
So you don't mess with the law.
I gave her another phone so she could film me doing it.
Just so she remember. Morgan, make a navigate roll.
People get lost in these complexes all the time.
They never come back.
Nope.
You're drunk.
I rolled a 93.
Make another luck roll, Morgan. And see if you stumble your way before a cop gets there.
Maybe we should.
Fall
The
off
cops are
there.
probably drunk too. It's 3 a.m.
have their coffee.
59.
So now, you don't stumble your way to the main office.
I'm
at all.
not actually drunk.
Yeah, you are. It's your character.
My character wouldn't drink while on the job.
Your rolls
Yeah.
say otherwise.
An alcoholic would never drink.
So-
They're not
so
supposed
technically-
to.
I have
we were
control.
Before this, we were just at the hotel watching the video and stuff. So of course it makes sense. It's late at night. Why wouldn't we be having a drink or two? Not
know.
expecting to go anywhere.
You
or
know
do
your
anything.
only way to go to sleep after this.
I feel like
is-
finding an apartment office is pretty easy usually, though.
You would think.
It is.
You wouldn't think.
I just don't think I would need luck to find it because it's when
To
you just.
find it before the other cops do.
Well, the other cops are busy in the apartment right now.
They're
there's a couple.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Tim. Tim, you're going to talk to Olivia Tippin.
Yeah.
You see her in the car. What do you do?
Yeah, I go over to Toomey with the keys.
She can't have that cookie. Okay.
I know she can't have a fucking chocolate cookie.
Unlock the door for, I guess, the front door and just hit the olive lock. Go out to the side and be like, alright, come here. You can come out.
She steps out of the car. She looks at you, nonplussed.
Alright, turn. I'll get the cuffs off.
She turns around.
I fumble the keys, and since they're Vasquez's keys, I assume the cuff key is on there.
Sure.
Okay. I undo the cuffs for her.
They're Adam's cuffs.
Oh, they were Adam's cuffs?
Yeah, but you can say you got the keys from Adam. That's
Okay,
fine.
yeah. So I uncuff her, like, sorry about that. Toomey, was it?
Olivia Toomey. Yes.
Olivia Toomey. I don't know if we've been formally introduced.
No, I don't think so.
What is my name? Jason Harris.
Think of my name.
Jason Harris with the...
Let me check my ID to see
God.
what my name is.
Yes, it is Jason Harris with the U.S. Attorney's Office. Look,
Oh, that's who you guys are.
yes, it is who we are.
I see.
We're helping the state and county and federal investigators on this case. It's
Well,
late.
Yeah, what happened up there? With the body?
We'll get you an official statement once everything's settled. I'd like to ask, though, why you were here this evening.
Out for a drive.
Out for
I
a drive.
hate her. I hate her.
I hate journalism.
Would you,
Look at this bitch trying to get to the truth of all these dead children.
And it's funny because like
And the
this is
cops
like
acting super strange.
Also-
and literally covering up what happened.
Also, it is the cop's fault. Like, she's just trying to find out what I'm
Yeah.
upset about them doing.
And
Like,
it's just so funny because, like, if we were her, we'd be doing what you're doing right now, and we'd be like, "Come on!" Like,
yeah.
she's just another investigator in a different campaign.
yeah.
Oh, just
Well,
out for
we
a
should
drive, so that's why I saw you already walking up to the apartment
Yeah.
in the parking
Yeah,
lot.
I had a tip. Someone wanted to talk to me about something.
Oh, and who might that be?
How about I tell you, if you tell me what happened?
Olivia, I would love to give you an official statement, but I'm trying to get to
I'd
the
love
bottom
to hear it.
why
Please
you're
go
here
ahead.
first.
No,
I
please
pull
go
out her phone and I'm like, listen, I'm willing to give this back to you. Nothing happened with it.
It is my phone.
I understand that. Right now, this could be taken back to the state troopers
Could it?
as evidence. It was found in the apartment.
It was found in the apartment.
That's what they told me.
It was taken from me in the apartment by,
I
I
didn't
presume,
see
another one
that.
of Pizzarelli's Italian goons.
Racist!
I didn't see any of that. And I put it back in my back pocket. So, listen, that's where we're at right now. You help us, we help you, we get you a good story. The right story, the truth. How about that?
I just want the truth. That's all I want.
Of course.
So, who's
So-
dead?
I pull out my little notepad next to my pack of cigarettes and like, you smoke?
Yes, plenty.
Okay. I give her a cigarette, I light it up for her, and I put it back away. I'm trying to quit.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah, it's better for my health, they say.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. So you came here for a tip, and since you were headed towards that apartment complex,
Probably
who
the same
you come
reason
and
you
see.
did.
yeah.
Why'd you come here?
Listen, let's do this one at a time.
I
You tell
agree.
me your story,
So
and
why'd
I'll
you
tell
come
you
here?
mine.
Yeah, so I agree. Why'd you come here?
We got a tip from the state troopers. A student went missing.
Did he?
Yes.
Interesting.
So why were you here?
So the state troopers told you he was missing.
Yep, they said he left the Cornucopia investigate. What would we call it?
We were calling
Investigation scene or crime? It's not. Well, it is a crime scene, but
Yeah.
whatever they were calling the whole
The site.
The site. Yeah,
we weren't calling it Cornucopia House. It was just
wherever it was.
yeah.
The site.
There's a storage facility where the bodies were found.
Gotcha. Yeah, someone wanted to talk to me.
And who would that someone be?
I assume you already know why I'm here.
I'm just trying to take your statement.
I'm just here to talk to Mr. Owen Becker, see what he could tell me. He said he had something that he wanted to talk about,
Okay.
and he said he had something in the graves, presumably with the bodies, but hopefully he could tell me more.
And you do understand that he would be breaking the law by telling you that
Sure.
information.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be breaking the law.
So you also understand that any statement he could have made or will make to you would be false or could be false.
Could have made? Is he the dead body in there?
There's no dead body.
The lady, the drunk one, she said.
I wasn't drunk. You hear me shrill in the background.
Hey!
I wasn't.
Shut up!
You listen.
She's just stumbling, walks through a bush, trying to find the office.
Shut up, you.
I haven't had a drink in hours.
Listen, I was not in the room, but I did go in after. I did not see anybody.
So why were there gunshots?
We'll get to that. We'll get to my side of the story here in a minute. Alright, let's keep going. So, he gave you a tip. He said it was something to do with the bodies. Does he say anything else about the bodies?
No.
Nothing at all.
No.
So, this is the only thing that you came here to follow up, Bob.
So talk to him and hopefully get everything I could.
Can I make a human roll on her? Just as she's telling me about this?
Yes.
I imagine she's very good at deception,
Yes.
but I will still try. My human is not very good. Nope. I failed.
Yeah.
Okay. So, now this is going to be an unofficial statement.
Oh?
I'd like to give you the official statement, but you'll have to get that from the state troopers.
Well, feel free to give me both.
No. And I give her back her phone. You can have
Did
this
we
back.
check her phone before we give
No.
the
No,
give
we
back?
we couldn't open it anyway. I don't
It'll be
imagine.
locked, probably.
Yeah.
It is locked, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, do we destroy it or give it back to her or not?
Yeah. I think it'd be pretty obvious, though, the destruction, since we took it from her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would basically have to just say she's lying.
Yeah.
And that.
And then it would just be our word versus
Yeah.
hers, and she's a reporter,
Yeah.
so she's gonna blow it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a big deal, but maybe less of a big deal based on what was on the phone. But I think it'll be fun.
Yeah. Now, Olivia, I would like for us to work together on all of this. And I hand her back her phone.
Mm-hmm.
You see, the U.S. Attorney's Office is trying to work as best they can to get to the bottom of this whole investigation. This is a travesty, and we're trying to do the best we can with what we've got. But I will say there has been some inadequacies that we've found with some of the local law enforcement. They're doing a great job for what they can, they could do better.
But they are great.
I'm just saying there could have been less dead and or molested kids.
On the down low, all these cops are amazing.
You're never going to believe this, but actually cops are great.
I'm giving her the back and
Don't
forth.
tell anyone I told you.
Listen, you didn't hear it from me.
I'm giving her the back and forth, so she can't land anywhere with it. You know. But I am. So we would love to give you a more direct statement about the investigation, but since it is an active investigation, it could harm some of the outcomes, positive outcomes that we're trying to achieve. I cannot give you that statement now. But if you were to look into anything, I would suggest looking into the state police and their investigation.
Why don't you tell me something? Tell me something I don't know.
Tell me what you do know about this warehouse.
Alright, first off, tell me what happened here exactly.
There was a couple gunshots. You heard those. A lot of people heard those.
Why were there gunshots?
There was a supposed assailant. I did not see this assailant, but I trust my partners.
Okay, and is he dead?
They escaped throughout the bedroom window. The state police are currently trying to track him down.
Okay. And where's Owen?
Owen is yet to be found.
Was that Owen, possibly?
Again, I was not in the room. I cannot say. I don't believe I've met this Owen but once, so it'd be hard to tell. From what I understand, it was very dark.
Mm-hmm.
There were no lights, and there were weapons involved.
And he attacked your partners.
That is what I've been told.
Do U.S. attorneys usually carry guns with them?
Traditionally, no, but these are treacherous times.
To be clear, we're not.
Yes, you're
attorneys.
you're private investigators hired by the U.S. Assistant U.S. Attorney.
Okay.
Yes.
So yes,
it would
we
be common for private investigators.
I guess, yeah, to have a
Yeah.
concealed carry.
Yeah.
That would be very
That's fair.
common.
It's like,
If you want to explain to her that you're private investigators.
I mean, we're private investigators working for the attorney's office.
And that's our official cover story.
True.
So.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, I assume it was his. We all have concealed carry weapons as private investigators for the U.S. Attorney's office. For cases just like this, where we go to follow up on a tip, and there happens to be a dangerous situation.
I see. And the woman who claimed there was a dead body there.
Oh, I'll be honest with you. Keep this one off the record if you can. Morraine is a great person, but she's been under a lot of stress. Or did I? What's her cover? Hold on.
You don't have to give him that.
Sophie. Sorry.
You used your real name.
Yeah.
I know because there's 3 names I have to keep track of. You have 3 names.
He didn't actually say. He said
Yes,
Sophie.
he did.
No, he
No, I
didn't.
didn't.
Yes, he did.
Come
He
on.
didn't. He wouldn't have done that.
He just did it.
Jackson.
Yes. I would not have if I'm paying
We have
attention
to
enough.
we have to wait a week in between these sessions.
You gotta give
It's
some fucking.
He would not do that.
Also, it's like 3 a.m. I think it's very reasonable.
No,
that
it's
you'd
not.
slip
He
up.
absolutely would not slip up here. Not with names.
I'll roll for
Okay,
it.
make an intelligence roll.
Sure. Okay. I passed 26 out of 50.
Okay, you start to say Morraine, and then you catch yourself and switch up.
Okay.
You say Morraine.
Sophie Smith. She's a great private investigator I've worked with on this case so far, but we've all been under a lot of stress. It might come out with official statements, but let's just say the crime scene's not pretty back at the warehouse. And we've been coping with it in our own ways. And it's late. We were not expecting to come out here. We had a couple drinks beforehand, trying to wind down throughout the day.
I see. Well, she gives you her card. Okay, is there anything else you can tell me about what's happening?
If there is, I will call you on that. Again,
Right now, there's nothing you can tell me.
and I act like I'm.
Who's responsible for fucking this mess up?
Yeah, I act like I'm chewing on a hard thought, like I'm debating whether or not I should or shouldn't say anything. It's like I said before, I think there's some inadequacies in the state police office.
Specifically with Sergeant Vasquez. As I understand, she was the detective on this case 15 years ago.
Those statements are correct. She was involved 15 years ago in the same investigation related to this one.
And you're saying she isn't quite up to snuff?
I believe that the State Department could do better, but I don't think I need to say much more than that.
Well, sounds good. Where can I reach you?
Oh, we'll reach out to you, but you are more than welcome to reach out to the U.S. Attorney's Office.
Pizzarelli gives
Pizzarelli.
Very meaningless press releases.
He's our boss, though. He'd be the one to talk to.
I see. Well,
But if you do get any more of these quick tips, I do suggest reaching out to the proper authorities, including Pizzarelli. He'll get in contact with us.
make a persuade roll 10 for this whole conversation.
Sure. I fail.
She says, okay. Well, I should get going then.
It is quite late. I do suggest you be safe on the roads.
And you walk her to her car. She gets in, drives away.
I make note as she's driving away of her make, model, and if I can, license plate.
Wasn't it a Toyota Corolla?
No, it's a Ford Taurus.
Oh.
Okay. I just make note of that, write down the license plate on my notepad just in case.
Yeah. Morgan, you find the office. There's a cop in there. He's in there with what looks like an old man, probably the owner, the manager. And they just came into the office.
Okay, I walk in.
But you can see them heading back towards a room. They turn around and look at you as you come in.
Oh, are you with Agent Vasquez?
Detective Sergeant Vasquez?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a state trooper. We're just taking a look at the video cameras.
Perfect. I will actually take over here if you wouldn't mind going and checking in with her. I believe there's a Toomey in the back of her vehicle. I'm not sure what she wants to do. She's a reporter, always hassling you guys.
Okay. Yeah. She's a fucking bitch.
Would you mind just going and checking in and seeing what the plan is with her?
Absolutely.
Roughing her up.
I would love to get my hands on her.
Oh, right. I mean, I
So
tried to have her
included.
arrested before, if I'm being honest with you. So I understand where you're coming from. I'll take over here. I'm assuming you're checking on things.
Yeah. I went here with the manager. He'll take you back, I guess. Look at the cameras. I'll be back
Thank you so much.
later.
Okay. And so I send him out, and then I go in with that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and I'm talking to him. Actually, I think it'd be best if I just take the footage with me.
Well, it's not like a VHS tape. It's in our system.
In your system?
Like it's digital. You'd have to save it to like a flash drive or something.
Well, see, the issue here is this is an investigation, and I can't have you watching this footage.
Why?
Because this is an investigation, and this is pertinent to the crime scene.
Well, I'm running this place, so I should know what crimes are taking place.
And we will release it to you once we're finished.
I am well within my rights to see what's happening on my property.
But there was potentially a sensitive information being shown.
It's on my property, and you have been told a violent crime may have taken place. The gunshots are going off. People are going to want to know. I have every right to watch.
And we'll give you everything you need to know. I'm just saying, initially, I should be the one to watch it, just because this was there was a very I'm trying to think of the right way to put this. I feel like if a police officer was like, I'm going to review the information first and then we'll release it to you, that would make sense to him.
I disagree.
And he's just an office manager? He owns the building?
That's what he's saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Kill.
No, I'm not going to
A
kill.
little voice in your head is saying, kill, 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 kill. You just staring at you.
Note to self: make virus on flash drive.
Could just delete it if you can convince him to get out of here.
I mean, I'm assuming there's not like just a kill switch, right? That would just delete everything like that.
Probably not.
It's probably a computer.
Yeah.
Also, the office manager doesn't know the official statement yet.
So I could tell him.
As long as he doesn't bring it up with
Also,
the state troopers.
keep in mind, whatever you're saying, what you said to the state trooper and whatever you're saying to this guy will probably get back to Vasquez, at least. If not to me.
I forgot to mention something to Toomey.
So,
I know.
you could call her.
I
Yeah,
could.
you do have her number.
Yeah, that's fair. I could call her.
It is 3 a.m. You can always
Yeah,
call
she-
her tomorrow. Yeah.
Well, Shield's also still driving.
Yeah, she's awake.
Morgan, you got anything?
I mean, I just don't know how to get this guy out of the room.
Yeah.
I don't know why he wouldn't listen to an officer to tell him to leave. If this is an active investigation, he would just give me access to his cameras.
Threaten him.
There's no reason why he wouldn't be allowed to watch it, too.
Yeah. Because they're his cameras.
I mean, except
It's
an
kind of
active-
strange that you're insistent on.
I
that
guess
he
I
can't
was
be
just
there.
assuming, in my head, the reason why I said it that way is that, like, I just assumed, like, a police officer being like, hey, this is an active crime scene, you can't be in here. They'd be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's how I see it in my head.
I think you could. There is a way there. You could push more on. Make a intelligence roll, maybe. I can tell you what I'm thinking.
A 22, that is a pass for sure.
One way I could see it is like we don't know who the suspects are at this point. For our purposes, I mean, we can't rule you out. We can't, like, you can't rule this guy
Okay.
out. So you could imply maybe that he's a suspect, and that's why
Okay.
you'd have to look at it without him.
Listen. While I don't think this is the case because you seem like a very nice gentleman, I can't rule out anybody right now. You have access to this building. I'm telling you, there was someone in this man's apartment.
You saying I may have done this?
I'm saying you should let me watch the video and rule you out completely as a suspect. As the owner of this building, you probably have access to all of these apartments. You probably have a master key. You're going to be the first person the police are going to look at. But you can't be in here while I look at the video footage because then it might be said that you tampered with it.
All right. And he backs down. I'll wait out here.
That's fine. You can wait out here.
Yeah, you go into the room with the computer. It's showing different camera footage and stuff, and you can rewind and stuff.
Okay, I rewind. And I am, obviously going to delete the footage. I might... Do I have a flash drive?
There's no reason to put it on a
That's
flash drive.
true. I was just thinking I might see something, but it was all in the apartment. We wouldn't have seen anything inside the apartment. So I'm going to delete it, but I'm not going to delete just that one. I'm going to delete like multiple throughout to make it look like it was like
All at the same time?
No, just different times all throughout. Like make it look like there's like faulty software or something like that.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like there's a big chunk missing and not.
So there's like a chunk at the left side of the parking lot during like 2 o'clock in the day.
Yeah.
Then there's another small 30 seconds on the west side.
Like it's cutting out or
like
something.
cutting out in random spots throughout the day
Yeah.
kind of thing.
So that's what I'm going to try to do to make it look like, the footage isn't always
And then just be like,
totally
seems like
there.
I didn't catch
Make a
it.
computer use roll.
Okay.
Do you have anything?
Is
None
that,
of us
is that one of
took
the ones that's at
anything.
0? Because that's
Yeah.
crazy for 2016.
Yeah, especially for someone that's like an
Delta Green's
active, like
annoying.
I don't know how to do this.
Oh, I've
I'm
never used
saying.
it. I'm a fucking FBI agent.
Yeah.
I've never
Oh,
used a
so
computer.
I'm a
Oh.
fucking like doctor. Like
Yeah, I kind of wish I took points out of like alertness or something and put it in computer.
I don't know your magic box.
so
Yes.
what am I rolling for? Because
Intelligence. Make a hard intelligence roll.
I rolled a 4. That's an extreme.
Okay. Yeah.
Goddamn.
You delete around and stuff.
You know how the folders work.
Yeah.
What's the latest time you'll leave on there? Like, are you going to have you guys coming out of the apartment?
No, because we were all chatting out there afterwards.
Okay. Are you going to have when the police are there right now?
Was there audio with them?
There shouldn't be audio on CCTV.
There is an audio.
Oh, there's an audio?
No, there's no audio on CCTV.
Maybe when we're, like, helping Toby with his seizure so they can... Or just when Vasquez comes back. That might look suspicious, though, but if I rolled an extreme, I'm assuming I made it look like the footage is pretty faulty anyways. Like the... You
could like, start it, like, when you guys are all talking and Vasquez comes back, and then even take out later stuff, too.
Yeah.
Even when it's, Vasquez is there in frame, and then cuts, and she's still there, but just in a different... Standing in a different position.
Yeah, I like that. I think I'd do that. So that, it, like, even when we got there, it kind of cuts out sometimes in and out as well. So yeah, I'll do that. And can the cameras move at all?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it just straight looking?
It's straight looking.
Okay. Then yeah, I will like have it come back on when Vasquez is there and then cut out again and then come back on when there's police there and then cut out again and then that kind of thing.
Uh-huh. Okay. You do this.
And yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, and you leave the room, the old guy's still there.
I'd like to talk to him.
What do you say?
Well, I didn't see you anywhere on the cameras, which you probably knew, but also it seems that there's a lot of open windows and also before I come out of the... I don't tell him that, but before I come out, I'd also want to make sure there's no cameras in the showing the back of the building where the guy might have jumped out of a window.
There is, but they're really dark. There isn't a lot of light in the back.
Okay. I'd still like to cut those up a little bit too.
Okay.
I come out and I just tell him, I was like, I didn't see anything. Do you, really nothing was shown from the apartment either. But I appreciate you letting me look.
Nothing was shown?
No, there's some videos of the cops and stuff like that, but you can't really see anything else.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's odd.
Could I get your contact information in case we have any questions and we need to call you further?
And he writes down stuff.
Also, how long has Owen lived here? Do you know off the top of your head?
I don't know. I'd have to go through my records.
Would you mind?
Okay. What are you doing this for?
I just thought maybe why would Owen turn on the investigation to give a sample to me?
Okay.
I'm just trying to get information. That's all.
All right. Yeah, he's been here 2 years.
Okay, I appreciate it. I'll take your information. If we have any more questions, we'll follow up. This is the card for our office. You can call us here if you have any further questions.
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
All right. Back to Jake and Frank. You guys are alone. Thomas Thompson went off to talk to the reporter, and Morraine went to talk to the camera people. So what are you two doing?
You feeling any better?
Yeah. I mean, it's over now. The doctors couldn't tell me what happened, but this has happened before, twice now. Or this is the third time. I'm always okay afterwards. I don't know.
Might want to get a brain scan or something.
Oh, I did. They said I was tip-top shape. I got the best brain. It's real big.
Good brains are always seasoned.
It's real smooth.
You want to ask him what he thinks about Trump?
What do you think about this guy? This real cool cat named Trump.
He's a clown. He's never gonna be anything.
Oh, we already talked about this. You're clearly lying to yourself, you small town sheriff.
I think at the time there were a lot of even conservative people that were like, "Who's this guy?" And then he was the candidate, and they were like, "Oh my God, we love him. We've always loved him."
Who had an older son?
There's a lot of people with those.
I have a son.
Of our characters. It was
Not
your
me.
son?
I don't have children.
Because I remember
have
at the
a
last...
son.
Yeah, at the end of the time skip, I had him joining the military.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that was my
Yes.
son.
Yeah. So how do you feel about Trump with your son joining the military?
My son's a patriot.
He's gonna fight ISIS.
Yeah, he's gonna...
Okay, Thomas Thompson, you return from talking to them.
Yeah, because I forgot to mention about the goop, but also she didn't mention.
Do you want to
the
talk
goop.
about the goop?
Well, that's the issue. Is like she didn't mention the goop either. So if it's not on her mind, then I don't want to bring it up.
Yeah.
But at the same
Maybe she
time,
doesn't
I wanted
know.
to like, if it does come up, shuffle it away.
Yeah.
But she didn't talk about it.
Yeah, you don't really want to be like, what are your thoughts on that slime in there?
Yeah.
You don't really...
What do you think about that mystery substance?
What I'm hoping and what it
He's
kind of
just
seemed
always
like
slimy.
is that
That's just his sweat.
this guy...
Men, you know?
This undergrad...
Just tell them that is how men sweat.
That's
Black
not.
and
What do you
green.
mean? That's not how men sweat. Every man I've ever been with has been covered in viscous fluid.
I'm always covered in ichor.
Dude, I just realized what we should have done on like smartphones and stuff. You know how you have lock screen where you can have the picture? You can pull up the camera from that, take a picture. You can still delete that picture, but you can't see the rest of the album. So I wonder if we could have deleted it from the lock screen.
Unless she was like logged in and then...
Yeah, unless she fully had it open and everything. But I don't know, just a thought ahead.
Also, this is 2016, so that may have not been a...
Oh yeah, 2016. Yeah.
I don't know, it was 8
Smartphones?
years ago. I know they had smartphones. I'm saying the fucking lock screen picture taking business may have not been an update at that point. I don't know.
Yeah. I think it was.
I have no idea.
But in any case, I relayed to them, like so I kind of pointed Olivia, the reporter, towards the state police as being incompetent.
That's the plan anyway, I think.
I just
Try
tried
to
to
bring Vasquez down.
I tried to hint at it a little
I mean, it
bit,
is their fault.
to
Like,
point a little bit.
I mean, it's
away
kind of
from
your
us.
faults initially.
we didn't do... First of all, we left all the pornography stuff because we thought that's what they'd focus on. We thought they'd come in and be like, a child pornography ring, let's deal with that.
That looks bad though for the government.
Yeah, but
apparently.
we thought like that was what was going to happen,
Right.
and they were just like, nope, none of that. Get these kids into fucking foster homes.
Hey,
Like,
Shut them up now.
shut them up as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
And so yeah, like they fucked up. Regardless of what we did, we left things as good as we could have. I think at the time. I don't really know what else we could have done.
Yeah.
Without directly involving ourselves.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Trying to leave it.
At this point,
Disconnected.
Morraine returns.
Where are we at, boys?
I relayed information about the.
Hopefully, no one said my name to key NPC.
Hold on now. Let me get
She's
this
a key
straight.
NPC,
Sophie
you
Smith,
say.
John Kerry, and Matt Davis.
She can't be killed. She's
Did that
essential.
hottie ask about me?
She's-
The one I hate.
Yeah,
Some of those characters in
If you shoot
Skyrim
her,
are
yeah,
just...
she'll just go down on her
Six-year-old
knees
redhead.
and get back up.
Then they just kind of like make
Yeah, you
angry
really
comments
don't
at
know.
you, but not do anything different. Like, get away from me!
That's so weird. Why do they say that?
I don't know. But then they'll be like, "Oh, do you want to buy some cheese or whatever they sell?"
Pull up the console real quick and / kill.
Alright. Yeah, what do you guys do? It's like 4 in the morning.
Do we
You
go
haven't
for
slept
the
at all.
investigation?
Honestly, I think it's kind of handled at this point. We kind of have the story in place. I don't really know what else we would do here.
Yeah, other than messing with the cops' investigation. Which I think we've done enough
Just
there.
being a little Bugs Bunny and
Yeah.
messing with the cops.
It's like, oops, I kind of destroyed evidence.
I mean, we could check in with Vasquez before we leave and just be like, have you guys found anything? Or we could just leave.
Well, we have her keys, so I'll check in with her and just ask.
She said you could just give them to a
Yeah.
state trooper.
That is also true. Yeah, it's It's going late. Like I mean, I don't sleep that often anymore, but I don't know about you guys.
I like to sleep still, personally.
I like to sleep.
I like to sleep. I like to sleep. I like to sleep. Oodles and oodles.
Well, in that case, I'll go find a state trooper and pass these keys off.
And then we can head back to the hotel.
Yeah, you find a trooper, you give him the keys, you all get in your car and head back to the hotel.
Yas.
30 minutes away.
We do not let Sophie drive
Why not?
because you're currently drunk. And it's 4
guys.
o'clock.
Please let me drive.
There's nothing I want more than to drive. Oh, okay, so you guys will go back to the hotel.
Yeah.
You're in the hotel. You're sharing your 2 beds. Who's sleeping with who?
I'm sleeping in my own bed and they're sharing the bed. The 3 of
We're
them.
all head to toe.
Yeah.
I'll sleep on the floor.
Is there a pull-out couch?
No.
I never pull
Is
out.
there just a normal couch?
Oh my
No.
god.
There's no. What kind of fucking hotel is this?
This is Van Motel.
Fine. I just climb into one of the empty beds and I wait for someone to join me. I'm not making the choice. I'm just getting in one of the empty beds.
Your face. No, I was going to say your face bleeds a little on the pillow.
It's been so many
It's been
years. It
15
doesn't
years.
bleed.
Like that Bond villain that cries blood.
Yeah, you guys go to sleep.
Hell yeah.
Do you set an alarm to get up at any time? I'm sleeping in today.
Maybe wake up at 8 or 9.
4 hours, 5 hours sleep.
Yeah.
I set my alarm for 6:30, 6:45, 7.
No, Mike.
7:15. 7.
No, don't even do it at that. Do like 6:37, 6:43.
Oh my god.
I spin the little dial thing until
Toby!
it's a number.
No! You're one of them!
Are you really?
None of them are on. I just have them. There's a lot of them.
What the hell?
I get it.
They're not on. They're not.
You do it too?
No.
Like what? Several alarms?
Yeah.
I usually have 2.
I do that.
I have
usually set
100.
one alarm, but I'm 99% of the time awake when I go out.
I set them so that I can turn them off and go back to sleep.
Same.
I like that.
But I think Thomas Thompson would, as soon as they get back to the hotel room, pop a couple of sleeping pills and just pass out.
Yeah.
So he would just be awake whenever anyone else wakes him up.
Mm-hmm.
If they can.
Yeah. And you all nestle in for some good Z's. I did good today. all of this so far, this scenario has been one day.
I know.
What?
From like going to like see the bodies and stuff.
Jesus Christ.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't even sleep. Like, just laying
Caffeine tablets. all
Excited
day
for tomorrow.
in 3 hours. God,
I'm making really important decisions based off
if
3 hours sleep.
I fuck up at any time, like
That's good. You wake up tomorrow. It's 8 a.m.
I'm still asleep.
Yeah, he's still asleep unless someone wakes him up.
I'm making coffee and like
They
getting ready for the day.
serving the continental breakfast.
They are
Yeah.
definitely serving some continental
Thank
breakfast.
Christ.
All right, I go get it. I acquire that continental breakfast.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, you get out, you get some continental breakfast.
Get a waffle,
Yeah, I
some
get a
cereal,
waffle too.
some yogurt.
Some yogurt. What do you get, Morgan? Or do you want to wake up, Tim?
He's just fucking drooling on himself.
Did you not set an alarm?
No, he doesn't.
I gotta tell you,
I took sleeping pills.
Ambient
The
and
breakfast
sleep.
ends
I'm
at
just-
9. Should we go get them up?
I wake up and I see.
No, you
I
wouldn't want breakfast.
I hit
We'll
him.
wake up when we get back.
yeah, we wake up.
I hit him.
You wake up, hit him, smack him. The more you,
Oh, God.
This is how I am when Adam wakes me up.
Oh God. Fuck. What time is it?
It's time for breakfast. There's some downstairs.
Shit. I pull up my phone. I see it's like just past 8. I'm like, God damn it. Okay, I'm up.
Yeah. You get out of bed. You guys head down and get some breakfast too. Some brekkie. What do you guys get?
Coffee.
Coffee?
I get coffee, a waffle that I turn into a breakfast sandwich, a double waffle with the bacon and the eggs, and I put some syrup on it.
I've never seen a more hungover looking person in my life.
And I mash it all together.
Just like
You make it a double decker. To another.
you're just like hunched over your plate, like cramming it.
And then like
You're not even like you're just.
There's a guy.
You're doing it very monotone.
There's a guy behind me in line while he's watching me make 3 waffles, and he's like, "Okay."
I don't know why, but I'm imagining you like smoking while you make like your Homer Simpson sandwich. Batter.
Yeah, you make a triple.
Triple decker waffle sandwich.
Yeah. Pour some syrup all over
And when I squish it, the syrup like squeezes out a little bit.
My hands are so sticky.
I pour syrup on my feet.
I'm barefoot.
I'm eating it with my feet. No, I'm not.
That'd be silly.
We all hate that, right? Like, we hate it, right, guys? That's not something we all like here. No. Got it.
No.
So I eat it. I'm taking little bites.
I see this atrocity happening, and I just make a bowl of oatmeal.
You're a sad man.
It's good for my heart. Makes up for the years of smoking.
I don't know.
You're like smoking while you eat a bowl of oatmeal.
I don't know if you remember that you're bulletproof now, but you might just want to enjoy what time.
That's fair.
You like put a single strawberry in your oatmeal.
I just take the sugar that's for the coffee and I just pour it over it.
So you guys played each other's bonds. Any of the people that you played, if you want to call your main character, so like Adam, if you want to call your husband Toby, or
I'll call Toby.
Toby, if you want to call your husband Tim.
We'll all call our husbands. I call my husband.
Okay. Do you get a call? Do you want to answer?
No, I call
I'm in
my
the middle
husband.
of
Oh, I see.
breakfast. I see who it is, I guess. Yeah. Hey, honey. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just checking in,
Yeah.
making sure you're okay.
Doing great. Just having some breakfast at the hotel. I don't know. Got to go into this next day of what do we say? It was conferences or something?
Yeah.
Conferences, and I'm not really sure what they have in plan for us, but
It sounds like a long day.
yeah, it's something. It's not quite as enjoyable as I wish it was, but
It's work, but
I'll be back home soon.
we love you.
Yeah, I love you too, honey. How are the kids?
Well, they are
at war.
perpetually.
One of them. Well, one of them is at war.
Yeah, one of them's in the army.
One of them is.
He joined basic when you were leaving, so it was only a couple days ago.
Okay, I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
It's hopefully not at war yet.
They shipped him.
They
out
really
yesterday.
pushed him through, yeah. Straight to the front lines. That's how bad his ASVAB score was.
It's the Simpsons frontline infantry.
I almost said someone we know's name.
I think we all know who we're talking about.
Whose name?
You know, right? You know.
No idea.
That man has a longer military career than any of us.
Longer than me, yeah. Way better than mine.
All of
That's
our military careers
Combined.
together.
All of our collective military experience. One thing that this actual play podcast has is stolen valor.
Don't you cut that.
There's a lot of like ex-military people that like play Delta Green specifically
Ew.
because they like
Nerds.
because they like the military
Nerds.
stuff. I'm like,
It's,
give me
You're alienating your audience here. Maybe they're
No.
listening to us.
our audience is 70% female apparently.
And females can't be in the military?
I'm almost positive is Louis, Morgan, and Megan. Oh no, it's been reversed. It's 71% male. We're losing the ladies.
the ladies! Hey now.
Do we need to talk about feet more or something?
Yeah,
Morgan, come back and talk about
we're
feet.
losing.
What do
women.
ladies want?
The women want the feet talk.
Sorry, Campbell was freaking out. I let her come back up. If she's bad, it's on me.
That way she's rewarded. Freaking out.
Now she
No,
will
she's just-
always bark.
She's just down there, like, drooling.
You're so bad. Why are you drooling?
Okay, you guys all got breakfast. Got your num-nums.
Yeah.
You rub your tummies. Good.
Good, good.
Ice cream so good.
Mmm. Yum, yum, yum.
Ice cream so good. Yum.
Glizzy gobbler.
I make a couple of calls in the morning.
Who do you call?
I call my wife,
Catherine.
Catherine. Yes, just to check in.
Charlotte.
Charlotte,
Charlotte.
not Catherine.
Charlotte and your baby boy.
Yes, Frank.
Well, not baby boy, but
He's 8.
he's 8.
Yep, he's in the 2nd grade.
You call from your actual phone.
Yes, not a birder.
Hey, honey, how are you?
Hey, Charlotte. I'm doing okay. There was kind of this like after party thing at the conference last night. I didn't sleep well.
Yeah, honestly, you kind of sound a little rough.
Yeah, I just had some coffee and some food, so hopefully this headache goes away soon. But hey, I was calling. I couldn't remember. Could you email or text me the name of the doctor who took care of your cancer treatments? I just want to reach out to him about something I remembered. Pass along his information to someone I met on this investigation, because he was great, obviously.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
I'll email it to you or text you. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't-
just
I
text
assume
it
I
to
would
me
know
so-
it.
Yeah.
It's Dr. Smith.
Doc. Yeah. You can give him contact.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thanks. I forgot his number. I just wanted to pass it on.
Yeah, I'll shoot you over his contact.
Good. Yeah. How's Frank doing? How's class? School?
I think it's going pretty well. Frank's hanging in there.
Pineapple's doing good.
I'm not going to mention pineapple.
Pineapple's been missing him quite a bit and meowing constantly.
Doing weird things with his hands.
He's been interested
grabbing
in the
things.
Venetian blinds.
No.
Nothing wrong with that. Cats like to play with strings.
He did get sick the other day and threw out.
Oh yeah, when he wasn't there.
Yep.
Pineapple did get sick a little bit, but it's all good.
Just keep an eye on his water bowl. Make sure he's still drinking and stuff. Just make sure he doesn't get dehydrated. Is all.
Yeah, of course. We're all taken care of here. You just when do you think you'll be back? How long is this conference?
Honestly, it should have been. I don't remember the exact dates that we're currently here, but I give a range of like 5 days.
Sure.
There's possibly this after conference training session that might be really informative. I haven't decided if I'm going to stay for it or not, though. So I think we got, normal conference wise, we got 2 more days or 3 more days, however long it's been, but I might stay an extra. But I'll let you know. I'll keep you updated there, huh?
Okay. You're learning stuff.
It's most of it so far has been introductory, kind of boring, lots of bureaucracy at the moment. But hopefully, the more interesting stuff comes later.
Well, you're way smarter than them anyway. You should be teaching the class.
I've seen a thing or two.
Yeah.
Okay, honey. Well, I just wanted to catch up with you and get that doctor. So I'll call you later.
Okay, love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Good. Very sweet.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I call the doctor and set up an appointment for when I get back.
Shut your fucking mouth.
I'm dealing with mental illness.
Don't you dare speak to me.
I'm working my way through it, and I was kind to you this morning.
Hey, my wife had cancer. And we worked through it together.
I'm sorry. I guess being bipolar isn't a real thing.
No.
Nobody.
It's not.
Clearly.
Just be better.
Just stop being so off the handle all the time.
If you're like mentally having trouble with something, just stop it.
Just stop.
Why are you doing
Just
that?
don't do that thing.
Just stop it.
Why are people mentally ill? Are they stupid?
I think they like it. I think they enjoy.
It's
the
for
feeling.
attention.
Where do we gotta go? What do we gotta do?
Yeah, where you
We
going?
get breakfast. Yeah.
You have breakfast.
What
You're
the
done.
fuck are we doing now?
We just go home.
What are these kids?
We do need to follow up with the State Department on the kids.
How do I reach these keys?
Okay, so I did find a large bunny at the gas station. Was it rabid?
No, it gave birth to 4 rabbits.
And what happened to those rabbits?
They were born.
Did I keep them?
It's
No,
the number 4.
Could 4 of us.
Morgan ate them.
or maybe just unrelated 4.
Yeah.
I don't
God
think
has
so.
4 teeth. You know.
Clearly.
Are we God's teeth?
Maybe. Maybe not.
I don't mean to be weird, but I am missing 4 teeth.
God. All right, where are you going?
Oh,
Get in
follow up with
contact-
FBI case and related to kid?
Yeah, we're waiting on Pizzarella to get back to us on that one. We need to follow up with the state office for child services to follow up on the kids.
Also, the L. Gardell or whatever lady that the fingerprints on the murder weapon.
Mhm.
She was in and out of foster home, so we could try to follow up with her.
L. Gable.
Yeah.
Do we want to call Vasquez to see if anything else turned up at the crime scene first?
I think she'll call
She'll call
us, probably. Because we can't really do anything at this point, I don't think.
Maybe see if Owen has popped up anywhere.
Well, again, I think we know where Owen is.
Yeah,
He's a
He's
puddle.
probably the puddle, yeah.
Yeah. He's probably the puddle.
You gonna call Adam,
Yes.
Michael Costa.
I answer.
Hey there, buddy.
Hey there, Costa. What can I do for you?
I heard there was some sort of incident last night at a motel
Yes, there
or
was.
apartment or whatever.
Yes. There was an assailant at an apartment we were investigating.
Ah.
Couple gunshots went off.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So today, how about we go see what happened to the children? Sound good?
How do you mean?
Well, we go to the state. We can go together.
You want
He mentioned this to you
to...
before.
Okay, sorry. Well, we'll have to check our schedule.
Well, I'll head down there now and just see what we can do.
Costa, I think we talked about this.
Yeah, we did. And you said you'd help me get in. That way we can all work together.
I did not say that. Costa, I want to be clear here. The direction this case is going is not in your direction,
Perfect.
right?
That's all.
That is all you want,
That's all I want.
correct?
That's all I want.
Allow me to push this investigation in that direction. Understood?
I'm all for that, buddy.
Okay. If I promise you, that's where it's headed. As long as you work with us and you don't make this difficult.
Right.
Right?
Right.
All right.
I did nothing wrong. We did nothing wrong.
You did nothing wrong.
She's at the door
I
again.
know, I'm gonna let her out.
So,
I'm sorry.
we
she
will
gets
let you know what
sensitive.
we find when we head down there. It may not be today, but we will keep you updated. And again, I'm sure you will see this heading in a manner that will leave your department in a positive light.
That is beautiful.
Beautiful. I am glad we could talk, Costa. And I hang up.
Hmm?
Fucking guy. We should probably go do that soon so that he doesn't have a chance. But he seems like he doesn't seem like the type to take that. And,
Yeah, we should probably go down there today.
yeah.
Or I guess we can just call ahead. And then if we need to be in person, we can be.
I mean, you're going to have to go through files.
Yeah, I think that's what
Unless
it
you
is.
want.
Oh, right.
Unless you want
2001.
someone else to go through files.
Yeah, we don't want them to.
That's
so
fair.
I think we head down today since he's already talking about it, and that way we can get a hold of him.
It's a government building. They have a digitized
It's
shit.
the Dr. Edward C. Pappenfuse State Archives Building in Annapolis, Maryland.
Oh, yeah, that can be our next order of business. Will you say that name again?
Dr. Edward C. Pappenfuse State Archives Building, Annapolis, Maryland.
John Kerry, you've done a lot of paperwork investigation with your experience with art. You think you'd be helpful in digging through these archives?
I think I could be, yeah.
Probably more than some of us.
I'll be useless.
I look over at Morraine.
At the sheriff's office, we don't even really keep records.
We just, pass down stories between the
I really
deputies.
just have a notebook that's kind of what we decided. But yeah, that'll be the plan.
Okay, you go to that building and research, and if more going to come back for you guys to see what you find.
What else in general do you think we should do next? We follow up the kid angle, that's what we're doing now. We're waiting on lab reports on the goop and the remains. Waiting on Costa for the case file.
I think we look more into this missing grad student. Make sure we're not... Maybe we even restrict what the grad students have access to.
Yeah, we definitely need to talk to
Our two friendlies, yeah.
Yeah, the Harvard friendlies, and be like, hey,
get that unlocked,
get
yeah.
the fucking shit together.
Maybe, one of us can even call them.
Well, since they are friendlies, we could... I don't know if we want to tell them that he's dead.
We don't need to tell him that he's dead, but we can tell him, like, hey...
Like, hey, he's not
He's
coming
missing because...
He took the stuff.
He got into some shit. We don't know what happened to him, but, like... Make sure this doesn't happen.
I guess we don't need to tell them much.
Yeah. I think we just say, like, hey, whatever he was into, don't fucking let it happen again.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna note some...
One of you can talk to Pizzarelli while she's gone. Do you want to do it, Adam?
I can call him.
You call Pizzarelli. Yep. Hey.
Just giving you an update after last night. Cover story seems to be accepted.
Good.
Conversation with our journalist friend seems to have gone over fairly well. We're still waiting to see how that plays out somewhat.
Alright.
She has been let loose with kind of the understanding that we will feed her the information we want. I will let you know again, Costa called me again. He may continue to be an issue moving forward. I think he just wants control of the situation more so than he wants anything specific.
Okay.
Hopefully we can just keep him satisfied with the fact that his department won't be at fault, but we'll see. Outside of that, we're going to head down to the Dr. Edwin C. Pappas building to pull some records and make sure there's not anything left for anybody else that may be looking into this.
Okay. I do have to say, this is going to be the last day of investigation. Tomorrow, we will need to meet, us, your team, and the state police representative and the county police representative. We're all going to meet. You're going to present the findings of what happened, and that's what we're going to go with. What?
Camel's just scooting outside, so I'm just joining.
So that's how investigations normally go. You investigate 2 days, and then you're just like, all right, what do you think?
Well, we need to release something. We can't just stall forever.
Right.
Well,
So
we'll
gotta
do what
finish
we
it.
can.
But it's important when that time comes, and I'll get you the location later today. But when that time comes, we need to bring all evidence that we can, especially any evidence that we're destroying.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
He hangs up. All right. You guys are going to the building with the records and stuff.
Is Costa coming, or did we get him to
nope.
not come? Okay.
He's not there.
You guys will be alone. You guys drive to Annapolis, Maryland, all together. To get into the archive and search adoption records, usually you need a warrant. However, you could try to bluff your way in with a bureaucracy roll, try to persuade, stealth, disguise to infiltrate the archives and search records without leaving a trace. Or you could try to talk to the archivists informally, try to persuade them.
I have a
I
40
could,
bureaucracy.
I could try to roll bureaucracy.
It's all thinking about what you want to tell them.
Yeah, do we want to call Pitts back and see if he can just fast forward a warrant?
Well, then there's a big trail of you guys looking specifically into these people.
That's the
fair.
thing. Is
Yeah.
it would be better if we could just talk our way in, grab some folders.
What do we
Sneak
say
them out.
to justify?
Maybe we don't know exactly what we're looking for, and we're just like,
Yeah,
we just want to look through some county records and see see if anything, strikes a nerve, and then we can.
We're looking into some missing person, or maybe not even missing persons, but
Well, you'll have to identify who you are and stuff.
Yeah, we'd have to tell them we're working with either this. Who do you think they would probably? If we say we're working with the state police, we can give Vasquez a call and be like, "Hey, we're looking into those kids. If they give you a call, just say we're cool."
I wish I could use Costa, but he seems like a cock.
Well, it's also a state building, so
Yeah.
Costa might not
Costa
even be
can't
worth
hold
it.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's why he wanted to go with you guys, because he can't get in at all.
Yeah.
We could probably say we're working with the U.S. Attorney's Department, hand in hand with the state police. We're looking into these records so that we can hopefully find something related to the big event that's
Well,
currently going on.
At this place, they don't know that you're here for the event or anything.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right, because no official statement's been made.
So maybe we just say we are.
Like, you could claim to be here for unrelated reasons. You could claim to be completely different people.
I would say let's just claim to be here looking into some cold cases.
I mean, we are PIs, but yeah, we could just say we're PIs working with the state police.
Looking
and,
into some cold cases, and we'd like to look at some files if that was possible.
And if they do check in, then hopefully we get the word around with Vasquez to be like, yeah, they're with us, kind of situation. I don't know if in that situation the state police would give us a warrant, though.
Not a warrant,
They
but
can't.
Okay.
yeah, it would be, a warrant has to come from a judge. So
Oh, fair.
yeah.
So we're helping the local state police with cold cases.
Basically, no matter what, we're gonna have to talk our way in. It's just on if we're gonna involve Vasquez or not. Which
We already told
That-
Vasquez we were going to look into the kids.
But
at
she
some
can't
point.
really help you
yeah,
with this.
other than just like
So it's either waiting for a warrant, which can take a few days
Right.
at least,
which we're not gonna be able to get.
or you could bluff your way in with bureaucracy, like pretend like you're, I don't know, inspectors or something, or archivists from somewhere else here to do something. Or
What department would that even be?
I mean, funnily enough, this would be not smart at all, but we could use our actual FBI, ID and thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to use my real one. Because also, what we could do is just like the supernatural thing where you just flash a badge and then pull it down.
Mm-hmm.
And we could just be like, Child Protective Services.
They should have called and told you we were coming.
We're on the schedule for today. We're just doing a routine look through some records.
Something like that,
Yeah, we could say that. Like, we're with Child Protective Services. We're just looking into a few cases. We should be on the docket for today. I apologize if something was missed along the way. Something like that.
I kind of want to, whatever the cover is, have some backing or tie with the state if we have to, because then we can just call Vasquez directly and have her like, hey, Vasquez, we're looking into the kids. Such and such wants to talk to you to confirm our identity. And hopefully she's just cool with it.
But we're supposed to have the warrant anyway to look at that. So even if she does back us, they're just going to say no.
Oh, that's fair.
Maybe if they have to deal with a belligerently drunk person out front. A woman, perhaps.
Cause a scene in the middle of a conversation.
We know you said you wouldn't do it again.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Go get the margarita.
I mean, we could say we are looking into like an investigation of incompetence, but we're sure they're not the ones like behind it. But some people aren't doing their due diligence and record keeping, and we can make sure it doesn't go back to them. But we just got to look into this for like some sort of subset of the FBI, not checking in on some kids or whatever. We not tie it back to Cornucopia, but just these social workers just abusing kids nowadays or something. I don't know. Bullshit.
Who's got you got the highest persuasion?
I have highest persuasion,
'Cause
but
I've
I
got
don't
the
have high bureaucracy though.
I've
I've only
got
got
a 40 bureaucracy.
I have a 60 persuasion.
Yeah, I have a 40 bureaucracy and a 40 persuasion.
Okay. You guys get to the building, and you get to the front. What do you say?
Did we decide we were doing Child Protective Services? Or?
Actually, I have a 70 persuade.
Okay.
All right. What do you
Well,
say,
go ahead,
Toby?
Toby. It's all you.
Frank, you're the archive man anyway.
Yeah,
That's the
true.
most with archives.
This is your time to shine.
You could just be an auditor, come in. Yeah,
A what?
an auditor.
Yeah.
Just pretend. Yeah, just make it like a really boring thing. Like, yeah, I'm here.
That's what I was thinking. Like, make it a routine thing.
I'm an auditor from the state. Just come in to make sure all your records are up to date and
Our records.
just the whole facility. Just checking it out. Yeah,
Oh, we weren't supposed to get anyone today.
it's a surprise audit. I mean, that's the point.
On it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm new. I'm kind of new here, but I've never heard of this before.
Well, how else do you think you'd... I mean, if we told you we were coming, you'd get everything lined up beforehand.
I guess that's true. I would.
Just need to make sure that all the facilities are running up to snuff. We're all working towards the same goal here.
Good record keeping.
Look, we're kind of on a schedule. This is our first stop of the day, so...
sorry.
We'll be
we
in
gotta
and
get
out
moving.
pretty quick. We just
Oh, okay. Make a persuade roll. Make a persuade roll.
Oh yeah, it's 21.
All right.
I actually passed persuade and bureaucracy.
Very nice.
Got a heart on both.
He says, "All right. Yeah. Sure. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Beautiful.
I don't want to get in your way. Am I doing okay so far?
Yeah. You know what? You just stay right here. You just keep doing the
here.
good work. You check out. I mean, everything up here looks great, but we're just gonna go, back to where the records are and check that place out.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you give us just a general layout of the facility here?
Yeah. I mean, sure. And they give you some an idea of where things are.
So just like, your files of, let's just say randomly, like, children placed into the system would
Sure.
be, like, they're over here, and then, like, some other files maybe over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright, good. Thank you for your help.
And you guys are left alone to research. Make search rolls. Let's dig into the files of these children.
These children.
Ooh, that's an 18. That is almost an extreme.
I rolled in a normal.
Mine is a hard.
Also hard success.
Not good too?
Do I get advantage because I'm really cool?
No.
Sometimes it works, so it's worth asking.
So,
Because I'm a sad,
you guys all worked together. You did pretty well. So, the children recovered from Cornucopia House in 2001 were assigned to one of the 3 active youth facilities in existence at the time. Each stay lasted at most 9 months. Make a psychotherapy roll, or if anyone just has anything in psychotherapy above base, you'll get this.
I have psychotherapy.
Above base?
Mm-hmm.
I just have base.
I have it marked.
I just have base.
These children were given what is colloquially known as bus therapy. Unable to handle the burden of a child in need, bus therapy occurs when the state, company, or school district in charge of the child's welfare ships them off to a different custodian, quote, better suited to meet their needs. In reality, it's a legal way for institutions to foist their underage burdens onto each other, enticing out-of-state concerns to take responsibility in exchange for federal assistance money attached to each case file.
So they're just pushing kids to new places.
Yep.
Yep.
After their rescue, the children of Cornucopia House were again abandoned, each essentially sold to whatever adoption agency, treatment facility, religious camp, or other concern that thought it could make a child from a state deficit into a private profit. The tracks are very obscure. It takes you hours and hours to pull through these things. And accountability is long gone. It's almost like they disappeared into the system. The 3 agencies. First is Arnold Springs. DHS sent 7 of the kids to the state-run Arnold Springs Children's Home. A series of medical diagnoses suggest the children recovered from Cornucopia House suffered from a laundry list of psychological disorders. ADD, ADHD, PTSD, borderline personality disorder, oppositional defiant disorder, reactive attachment disorder, varying degrees of autism, etc. Symptoms look very familiar. With the psychotherapy above base, it suggests that a variety of doctors, uninformed of each child's shared background, were desperately casting about for diagnoses to explain the same condition. Most children, particularly the younger ones, were nonverbal, waffling between catatonia and violent outbursts, especially when separated from their peers. The sheer variety of care they required overwhelmed the in-house educational staff of the facility. They lacked the specialists required to meet the needs of the population. They soon transferred the 4 most severe cases to self-contained child care facilities around the country, specializing in various diagnoses. 3 children were placed through local adoption and had their records at Arnold Springs sealed in the legal proceedings. The facility has an extremely high turnover rate. Traumatized children often lash out, bruising, biting, and covering caretakers in urine. Staff were paid very poorly, working 60 hours. People poured in and out, so it'll be hard to figure that out. Like I said, there were local adoptions.
You said there were 4 that were particularly bad that were sent off to various facilities
Around the country.
Are there any information on where they were sent?
You can't find that.
And 3 were adopted.
There were 4.
3 were locally adopted.
Right, but 3 were locally adopted.
Right.
Yes, and 2 have been unsealed.
Oh, well, okay. What was the unsealed one?
The first one is Lilia Bondarenko. She died at the age of 15 in 2008. She was killed attempting to hop on a Norfolk Southern freight train passing through Baltimore. The grisly state of her body initially provoked a homicide investigation before toxicology and forensics revealed she fell beneath the wheels while high. The records were unsealed by detectives pursuing the case, but Lilia's adoptive parents, the Thompsons, had reported her missing multiple times throughout her adolescence. Interviews with the family conducted by detectives attempting to write off the case as a death by misadventure make it clear that Lila's struggles with bad behavior and addiction were worse than anything her adoptive parents had dealt with before, and her death was a tragedy to the family. They made every attempt to find her when she ran away. Another one that's unsealed is Samuel Ball. Samuel Ball was adopted by Clarence and Becky McLeod. I don't get...
McLeod.
No, it's McLeod. That's not McLeod, is it?
MC what?
Leod.
Leod?
I think
McLeod? McLeod. McLeod?
I think it
Still,
might be.
what a stupid name to write in this.
We will be saying McLeod.
Okay, yes.
I think that's right.
That's like the fourth name where it's like...
I didn't get the parents' name for Lilia. I guess it doesn't
Thompsons.
matter. Thompsons.
Yeah. Samuel Ball was adopted by Clarence and Becky McLeod in 2002 at age 6. They changed his name to match theirs. They unofficially, illegally returned him to the state in 2005 at age 9 by leaving him at a social services office. That'll do it. The McLeods claimed they were unfit to parent Samuel after he allegedly attempted to kill their biological daughter with a kitchen knife. The record was unsealed by an attorney hired by the parents as a defense against prosecution for reckless abandonment. They lost the case. Each served 6 months in jail and paid a $1,000 fine, and they temporarily lost custody of their biological daughter. They divorced in 2007. Becky McLeod changed her name back to Marshall. Currently, Becky Marshall is serving time for check fraud in Garrett County, Maryland. Yeah, that's where she's at if you wanted to try to talk to her.
She's in jail.
Clarence McLeod's last employment was as an offshore rigger for Gulf Quality Inc. of Mobile, Alabama in 2014. And there's a number for their company.
I write the number down.
Okay. And then there's one more that was adopted. And it is sealed currently.
So the 3 that were adopted and the 4 that were especially bad are separate.
Yes.
Those are 2 different groups.
Different things.
So the 4 that were sent out to those other groups, or those homes, those intensive care facilities, you said we do know what those are?
No.
We don't know what those facilities are? Okay.
Yeah, we can't follow those. But this is all just from one facility so far.
That's Thomas Perez. You find the sealed folder. You want to just open it illegally?
Yep.
Oh, is there just like a manila
Honestly, I
envelope that's
kind
not
of
been-
figured we would be taking this stuff.
I don't think we... I mean, it is just a random file and they wouldn't find it for a very long time.
Yeah.
Mm.
And if they came and they were just like, oh, a missing file, they're not going to be like, oh yeah, these auditors that were not checked in years ago were probably the ones who took... Because we didn't even give our names.
Yeah. Getting that, the file holds the same fishy certificates as the rest of the Cornucopia House files, though paperwork for Thomas's adoption at 6 months old seems especially sketchy. He is estimated to be 3 years old in 2001. Owing to his age and ethnicity and the dwindling finances of Families Without Frontiers, the company that owns Cornucopia House, the documents are likely fakes. It says he supposedly came from Yugoslavia. Perez was placed with Emil and Susan Cunningham. He was initially diagnosed as developmentally delayed by his orphanage before adoption. Perez has no other educational records on account of being homeschooled by the Cunninghams on their farm in Wicomico County, Maryland, along with 2 more adopted siblings. With 2 more adopted siblings. And there is an address for this farm. There's even a picture, and you can see in the picture a tattoo that looks very familiar.
Uh-huh.
On one of the parents?
No, on Thomas Perez.
Oh, on the kid.
Uh-huh.
So the picture is recent, or
Yeah.
when he was a child?
It was a couple of years ago.
Okay. Picture of Perez, you said?
Mm-hmm. He looks like it looks like a match for one of Carrie Houghton's killers.
Okay. That was going to be my next question.
So that was Arnold Springs. The second one is Peace Love. Peace Love Inc. took custody of 6 rescued children. Children from this facility were bused to a local public school so that the private company would not have to pay tutors for their education. Upon arrival at the local school district, no more than lip service was paid towards addressing their special needs. The children share the same alphabet soup of medical diagnoses as the State House counterparts, but each file shows that the child was later disqualified from individual education plans and 504 modifications for other health impairments. Educational diagnosis is a secondary assessment required to confirm that a child's medical diagnosis actually requires modifications to curriculum or educational setting. All of the children from Cornucopia House had their assessments done by Dr. Diane Daughtry, a special education process coordinator from the local school district closest to the privately owned mental health facility. Uniformly, the assessments report, quote, no evidence of behavioral or learning disabilities, end quote, and blames teacher referrals of the students on, quote, poor classroom management. You can make a psychotherapy or bureaucracy roll.
I fail.
Normal pass for bureaucracy.
I fail.
I'm good.
With the success, you deduce that Daughtry's negligence was an attempt to protect her small school district. The district ranks among the poorest and smallest in Maryland. The only reason it agreed to take on the educational load of the private youth facility was in exchange for their ADA money, which provided funding from state based on the number of students enrolled. Despite the behavioral issues caused by at-risk kids, this deal had previously been profitable for both the facility and school. However, the influx of specialized staff required to teach 6 nearly pre-verbal students added to the district's roster mid-year would have likely bankrupted the school. In an attempt to protect the district from federal laws requiring that they provide services to all qualifying students, Daughtry disqualified the children from Cornucopia House from special education services. By the time the fall semester of the next year started, the behavior of the educationally neglected students worsened to the point that the private healthcare provider forfeited additional state payments for each child's care and renegotiated the custody arrangements of each survivor, sending them to other private mental health facilities around the country. And their trail gets lost.
Okay.
The last 6 children were sent to another state-run orphanage called Mary's Place, but it was soon defunded by the governor's, quote, smart growth budget cuts as an overdeveloped rural institution. After 2 months in the facility, all the children were shipped to housing outside the state. Maryland only knows the moves happened. It has no idea where the kids were sent. And I'm sorry, Adam, I was wrong about the 4 kids that had behavioral issues. The 4 kids, given bus therapy, were sent to King Torino Children's Refuge in North Carolina. This was apparently due to sharing of similar set of diagnoses: oppositional defiant disorder, conduct disorder, ADHD, anxiety, and selective mutism.
Do we know the names of those kids, or is that not in there? If it's not, it's fine, because we're going to, I'm sure we'll go to the King Torino, or call the King Torino facility, or do something with that.
Right, you don't, it's not in there.
Okay.
And then as far as former caseworkers go, Carrie Houghton was the last caseworker. Insurance records from Maryland DHS paint a haunting picture. Nearly everyone who ever worked on Cornucopia House file is dead. There were 3 suicides by hanging among 7 staff assigned to the monitor the children from the 70s to the 90s. The only survivors past 2001 were Carrie Houghton and her predecessor, Franklin Price. Price has been receiving non-economic loss benefits only to psychological competence since 1998 at age 40. Now 58, he is a resident at the Charlotte's Rest Veterans Home located south of Washington, D.C., where he has lived for nearly 2 decades.
Pay him a visit at some point, but he's probably catatonic.
Yeah, he's probably not much use. Or he might be dead.
It's also possible.
Be like looking into the future.
Hey now. I've survived longer, sort of.
Not longer than him.
Well, not yet. We'll kill him to make sure.
So,
You're already crazy.
and now it's like 3 p.m. We spent all day going through these files.
Alright.
Well, we got one name.
Got a couple names.
Well, we got a couple.
Well, one of the killers. Well,
Yeah.
actually, we know who 2 of the killers are.
Right. Ellie and Thomas. Parents. What are we gonna do with these if they're not in the system?
I mean, if we find the kids that killed Carrie Houghton, I think we're gonna kill them. Do you see what they did to her?
I mean, yeah, I know.
It's
It's
They were
like, there's a
angry.
point where they're too far gone.
oh no, of course. Like they need to be put away and stuff. But also, we have until the end of today.
Right. But the investigation is for till the end of today.
Right. So we need to give them information. Like we've identified 2 of the killers.
But we don't want to bring them back for the kids.
Yeah, we don't want that at all. Like, we're not telling the investigators any of this.
They can't know about the kids because the kids will come back to Cornucopia House, which comes back to us. Right? I feel like that was a whole thing.
Yeah, we need some sort of red herring for that. But
Well,
we can figure
yeah,
it
we
out.
need some way to say, oh, we know who 2 of them are without tying it back to, oh, we found out because we looked at the kid
Well,
records.
they would
et
tie
cetera,
back
et
to the
cetera.
kids either way if they found out.
I think primarily the big push right now that's gotten the governor involved and the state police and all these different news people is the mass grave.
Yeah, I
the
think
bodies.
that's the most. I don't think people care as much about Carrie.
I don't
Houghton.
think they care about her.
Right, okay. That's fair.
So I think if we can more so just pin this on
Somebody.
somebody,
On the
because
state.
also they don't really care about getting to the bottom of this. They just want someone to blame,
Right,
which is why the state police and the county police were so nervous
that's
because
fair.
they know somebody is gonna fucking get it.
Yeah, the negligence of the state police
They-
in previous investigations
Yes.
has led to a generational crime.
And then we can
Well-
go deal with the
3.
3. Well, it was 3 killers.
3.
3
Yeah.
killers.
2 guys, 1 gal.
What?
Was it 3?
It
Or
was
was there
3.
one off camera?
The cat.
His cat. He was in on it.
You know what to do.
You have to do this. Alright, we'll do that next time. So next time, finish up whatever left you have you want to talk to. If you want to talk to Perez's family or Samuel Ball's Samuel Ball's family.
Yeah, because that
If you want
kid
to follow
tried
up
to
on
kill
Ellie
someone.
Gable.
Yeah, we need to follow up on them and see if we can find their current locations is the
Yeah.
issue. Who knows? Maybe Perez is just like hunky-dory with his family out in their farm.
I
So
doubt that.
it seems like these children are just always evil. We did the best we could.
Yeah,
I like
the state did the best
They were
could.
always evil.
There was no hope.
We should have killed them all. That lady that
She was right.
forced us into this.
She was right.
Look,
Yeah.
the state did all they could to help these kids.
It
There's
was
nothing-
What else could they have
What-
done?
Literally, what else could they have done?
Yeah.
What do you think, Morgan?
I mean, I think we need to push the investigation, as we previously discussed, towards the State Department in any way that we can, and then we need to go kill these kids. And we should have done it before, but I was weak.
Well,
I'm not
They
saying
were
we
also
should-
children.
I was joking. I wasn't actually saying like, oh, these kids were evil. I was like, because obviously the point is that the system let them down.
Yeah.
Because they didn't care, and it was early 2000s, and what's
It's a different
trauma?
time.
What's PTSD?
I mean, they don't give a shit about kids now. But
I mean,
yeah.
It's a different time.
it always comes back to the corrupt government. Poorly ran.
This is why government should be small, so that they can't even begin to try to help the kids at all.
So they wouldn't fail. They just wouldn't even try.
No one would have talked to them.
Yeah.
They would have been on the street
Those kids would be
where they
gone,
belong.
and they would have starved, and then they wouldn't be
And if
killed.
they'd been to crime, they go to prison and die.
Problem solved.
Oh boy.
So much fun. Look at these terrible things.
Terrible, terrible things. And we get to go home, hopefully, after all of this and tell our wives and families all about it. Tell them all the lies of how lovely this conference... What was the conference even supposed to be about?
You didn't... There was no...
There was no...
example
Okay.
given. It's whatever you individually told your wife.
Okay, I'll come up with something.
Murder.
They sent me to another sexual harassment conference for some reason. I don't know why.
They keep sending me.
It's a refresher course, you know. It's every decade or so that you have to go through.
It's been every 6 months for me. They just keep sending me.
They just forgot to remove your name from the list. And hey, the state's paying for it, so why not?
They keep looking at me during the conference. I don't know what's going on.
Keep wondering if you're all there.
You guys did good. You solved the knot problem at the beginning.
The self-imposed
I was
problem.
like, sorry that I was following Camel for so long.
She looks sorry too. She's like, I'm sorry, Jackson.